Hello noble ones, welcome back to my channel. This is the Metatron speaking, and you, ladies and gentlemen, are my therapy. You are what keeps me sane, because I keep reading this thing and it drives me nuts every day, and I need to tell someone about it. So have a seat. In 1139, the lethal threat that the crossbow posed to knights, nobles and kings on the battlefield was the very reason Pope Innocent II issued a papal bull in 1139 condemning the use of the crossbow. The crossbow was more widespread than the longbow at the time the bull was issued. So ladies and gentlemen, the Pope Innocent II banned the crossbow, so the crossbow is more powerful than the bow because it's nonsense. I need to get this one straight. Let's read the papal bull. Second Lateran Council 1139. We prohibit under anathema that murderous art of crossbowmen and archers, which is hateful to God, to be employed against Christians and Catholics from now on. This is the bull. Crossbow. I wish people read in this day and age. It's crossbow and there is an and conjunction. Archers, crossbowmen and archers are banned in the same papal bull. Oh, it's because the crossbow's so powerful, so that's why they want it. It's pernicious. Stop being so pernicious, John. Oh, but Metatron, this was written in Latin. Are you sure the translation? Okay. I'm gonna put on the thickest medieval Italian accent I can muster. Ballistariorum. That means crossbowmen. Et, that's and conjunction. Sagittariorum. That's archers. Look it up. What's Latin for you, muppets? But that doesn't matter because this thing populates the internet now. This common weapon was so pernicious that Catholicism banned it. 1096, Pope Urban II took a good hard look at this new crossbow thing and gave it all the nopes. Oh my gosh, who writes these? 12-year-old. No Christians were to use it in any battle against a fellow Christian on the punishment of excommunication and eternal damnation of the soul. But the weapon that would act as a precursor to the rifle was simply too valuable to leave on the shelf. Yeah, I mean, the only correct thing that they're saying in this case is that it's true, nobody cared, they didn't listen, and everybody kept using crossbows and archers regardless. But that's beyond the point. This entire thing... Wait. Bow. Crossbowman. Crossbow. Oh, look. And Western knights did not like it. Their armor protected them from most weapons they would face, with the exception of the longbow, a weapon that took years to learn and decades to master. But crossbows, I mean, this already depends on the type of armor. But the crossbow sliced right through the armor. Oh, that is so... a greater range. That is so stupid. Yeah, armor is just butter. That's what I mean. This is what... they make up these factoids because they didn't read the freaking bull, but then they think, well, if the Pope banned the crossbow but not the longbow, it must mean that the crossbow could butter. It's butter. Can't believe it's not butter, ladies and gentlemen. It's not armor. It's what you see. This is pointless. This is completely pointless because I mean a crossbow is gonna, yeah, but a longbow is nothing. Well, you know, no, it's not true. All of that is a castle of cards built on nothing because the archers were banned too under anathema, ladies and gentlemen. Why people don't read. Crossbow fire only 2 rounds per minute, while good archers with longbows could fire 10. No, none of them could, because these weapons are not fired. No firing involved, so this is... there's no firing, ladies and gentlemen. No fire. They are shot, they're not fired. So none of them could fire anything when it comes to... well, I mean, you could turn... I guess you could take a bow and burn it to the ground. In that case, you are firing it. Or you could fire the archer if you don't want them to be under your employment. So there can be some fire involved, but... you know, you are fired. I actually find it funny when you read the bull that they're like, you know, crossbows and archers, crossbowmen and archers is pernicious. They're too pernicious. It killed too many people. It's not good. Don't use it against Christians, which means do use it against anyone else who's not a Christian. But it's not even that. The funny part that I'm trying to picture is, not to mention I enjoy that there is a distinction between Christians and Catholics. I mean, Catholics are Christians, but clearly, basically they're saying as long as they're Christians, even if they're not Catholics, do not use a crossbow against them, because that's not right. Anathema. But you can spear them to death. You can take a mace and smash their skull in. If they're Christians, that's fine. But longbows? No. Crossbows? No. What are you talking about? It's wrong. Sword in the guts, yes. Cut his limb off, chop his head off. All of this is fine. But don't you dare use a crossbow against another Christian. It's not Christian. It's not Christ-like. The spear is. I did read an academic saying at one point that there was like a king in Germany that abided to that. I'll have to double check that, I'll be honest with you. I don't remember the source, if he even provided one. But with that being said, let's not use categorical statements, so we're a little safer here. Let's just say that the majority of European powers in the Middle Ages ignored the ban, because, as you may imagine, if I'm like, okay, I won't deploy archers and crossbowmen, and but my enemy is deploying them, and they have no problem shooting me and my Christian men, then you know what? I'm going to shoot you, because I'm going to shoot you back. If you do that, I'm going to shoot you back. So, I mean, it's a little bit of a difficult situation, you know? I can understand them. If you shoot me, I'm going to shoot you back. Yeah. Right? And it's on you, not me. You're going to hell, not me. Sorry about that. I lost control. The English had a huge advantage when it came to bowmen, especially long bowmen. Well, yeah, English archers would have been better than continental archers because they had like laws to practice. But yeah, still people in continental Europe did use archers and long bowmen. Then they go into the... And this is an entire thing all about this. Oh, it's insane. And no mention of the longbow when it comes to the ban, even though it is absolutely within the ban of the Pope, also Rome Pope. Gods of Olympus, help my life. Okay, guys, I found another one from You Catholic. In historical texts, references to the crossbow were practically non-existent in medieval Europe from the 5th century until the 10th century. The crossbow appeared in 947 during the siege of blah blah blah. At the time, the crossbow was the only weapon that could pierce armor. Nonsense! The longbow could pierce some armor, like for example mail. Any commoner peasant called up to military service could theoretically take down a nobleman or a knight in armor, yeah, I mean if their armor sucked, at safe distance, at the time a morally unthinkable act. Medieval commanders have something to say about that. The crossbow was the original weapon of mass destruction. Who comes with these statements? Oh, the weapon of mass... Yeah, I mean, just nuke them. Atomic bombs, the weapon of mass destruction. Seen as a threat to the social order of medieval Europe known as the estates of the realm. The clergy were the first estate, the noblemen were the second estate, the peasants were the third estate, and the muppets were the fourth estate. And then there is the whole for a member of the peasanthood, blah, 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 okay? A courtly Christian warrior who adhered to a code of conduct. Oh, the code of conduct, I see, yeah. When Pope Innocent II convened the Second Lateran Council in 1139, the Ecumenical Council addressed the conundrum of the commoner's crossbow. In Canon 29, crossbows were declared murderous, hateful to God, and most importantly, anathema. Anybody who used archery against another Catholic would be excommunicated. So, here's the thing. They still focus on crossbow, weapon of mass destruction, the only one. And it's here. It's not even a matter. So I thought this was a problem that they don't read. No, they do read in this case. It's right here. It's here. We prohibit. I would prohibit this. Suggesting Pope Innocent wasn't making a declaration based on the inherent morality of bows in warfare. What? Of interesting note is the statement begins with, we prohibit, suggesting Pope Innocent II wasn't making a declaration based on the inherent morality of bows in warfare, but instead a command based on obedience to his papal authority to limit the adoption of increasingly horrific weapons of war. Right. So after you read all of this, the damage inflicted, blah, 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 it's terrible, how dare you. And then this is what drives me nuts. Therefore, still today, crossbows and archery are considered non-just means to engage in conflict. Today! Yeah, that's why you don't see a medieval crossbow and a medieval longbow together with an AR-15 deployed by the United States of America Marine Corps, because it's not just. It's not just. Even today. This was revelatory, can't even speak. Even today. Because it's unjust. You can nuke them, but don't you dare use a crossbow. It's a weapon of mass destruction. The nuke is fine. Saint Matthew save my soul. Alright, I admit it, I think I'm getting addicted. Mini weapon of mass destruction. It makes it sound kinda cute. What you got there? Oh, it's just a mini weapon of mass destruction by John Null. Mini. It's very cute. I kinda wanna see if Wikipedia has got the ban. Let me see. People. No mention. But they're unjust. Pope. No. What about mini? Mini mass no? Alright. What does AI tell me? Come on. At least AI. Come on, Skynet. Yes, the crossbow was considered a weapon of mass destruction in medieval Europe because, yeah, of course, because they used this specific, you know, whenever a medieval man-at-arms thought about what the Allied did during World War II against Nagasaki and Hiroshima, he was thinking about that, and he's like, you know what? The crossbow is, yeah, it's like, that's why in medieval Europe the nickname for heavy crossbow and light crossbow was Fat Man and Little Boy. I need professional help. Weapon of mass destruction in medieval Europe because it could pierce armor and threaten the social order. This is AI. Come on now. Come on. You're supposed to like take over the world, make Terminators. What is this? How can you make liquid T-1000 if you do this? So basically the article was copying this. So the article was AI generated, I'm starting to think. For much of the Middle Ages, the crossbow was considered to be one of the most destabilizing weapons in existence, not unlike today's nuclear, chemical, and biological weapons. Man, you shoot one crossbow, you annihilate the entirety of Paris. You need to, you can calm down. In the 12th century, the crossbow was considered by many to be a weapon of mass destruction. Source, please! Sauce, tomato sauce was not present in the Middle Ages. You've got to wait until the discovery of America for the tomatoes, sir. Oh my gosh. It's everywhere, guys. It's a virus. Ban. I ban all of these. Under anathema, I ban all of these. Around 1096, so we're changing the dates, the Pope issued a decree banning crossbows as a murderous and unchristian weapon, although late Pope clarified that it was still allowable to kill heathens with crossbows. Thank you for the clarification, sir, I appreciate that. Heathens, shoot them in the head. All Christian nations were supposed to refrain from the use of such devices in warfare or suffer eternal damnation. But if you use, the bow, for some reasons, was a nuclear weapon, so okay, I need to stop. I need to stop this. You know what I think? I think this is all your fault. This is all your fault because you don't debunk anything. Anything. What did you debunk last week? Nothing. You leave it all to me. All to me. This video's not going to get views. This video, oh no, Metatron, I'm not going to do that algorithm, blah. And that's it. And then this next time you're like, oh, you're a reenactor. What do you reenact? Oh, crossbow. So you're you're enacting a mass murderer of mass destruction. A weapon of mass destruction. Meanie. Good night. If you're enjoying this video so far, and you value my mental sanity, please take a moment to check out my Patreon page. With as little as a $5 support, you can help us ensure that we can continue to produce high quality and high researched content. And at the same time, you get access to polls, extra videos, unlisted streams, and much more. Thank you so much.